In the quiet town of Nazareth, long before his name echoed across the world, a young woman named Mary lived a simple, humble life. One night, as she prayed alone, a radiant light filled her room. An angel appeared and told her she would carry a child, a holy child, the Son of God. Mary trembled, confused and afraid, but she whispered, "Let it be done to me." Her world changed immediately. People whispered behind her back. Joseph, the man she was promised to, felt heartbroken and confused, but in a dream, an angel reassured him that the child was from God. Joseph wiped his tears, swallowed his fear, and chose faith instead. Months later, under a quiet, star-filled sky, Mary and Joseph traveled for days to Bethlehem. Mary was exhausted, her feet swollen, every breath filled with pain. When they reached the town, every room was full. No shelter, no comfort, only rejection. In a small, cold stable surrounded by animals and straw, Mary brought Jesus into the world not with celebration but with tears, pain, and deep love. His cry pierced the night. Heaven rejoiced, though the earth barely noticed. But above the stable, a bright star shone, guiding poor shepherds to the manger. They knelt before the newborn king, their eyes full of wonder. Far away, 3 wise men saw the same star and began a long journey carrying gifts meant for royalty. But danger rose quickly. King Herod heard the prophecy of a new king and was filled with fear and rage. Soldiers were sent to kill all baby boys under 2 years old. That night, Joseph woke from a dream with a warning: "Take the child and flee to Egypt." In the darkness, Mary held the baby close as they escaped, moving quickly through the night. Every step carried fear, but faith pushed them forward. In Egypt, Jesus grew up as a foreigner. The family lived quietly, facing poverty, loneliness, and the painful ache of being far from home. When the threat passed, they returned to Nazareth. There, Jesus grew from a small child into a thoughtful young boy. He learned carpentry beside Joseph, working with his hands, sweating in the sun, living a simple, hardworking life. When he was 12, they traveled to Jerusalem. After the festival, Jesus stayed behind in the temple without telling his parents. Mary and Joseph searched for him for 3 days, terrified. When they finally found him talking with teachers who were amazed by his wisdom, he said, "Didn't you know I had to be in my Father's house?" They didn't fully understand, but they felt something powerful growing within him. As Jesus entered his teenage and early adult years, life was not easy. He experienced the weight of human struggle. He saw suffering, poverty, loss, and injustice around him. He felt the pain of people's sorrow. He watched his earthly father, Joseph, grow older and eventually pass away, leaving Jesus to carry the responsibility of caring for his mother. Years of quiet work shaped him, tested him, strengthened him. He lived through long seasons of silence, years that were not written down, years of reflection, discipline, and preparation. While others saw only a carpenter, heaven saw a savior in the making. By the time he reached maturity, his eyes carried both gentleness and authority. His presence brought peace, but also a mysterious strength. His heart held a purpose deeper than anyone around him could imagine. The world did not know it yet, but the Savior had grown. And his journey, the journey that would change all of humanity, was only beginning. The story never ended. Continue, subscribe so you will be notified for the next part. Subscribe now, and where are you watching from?